Okay, today is October 2nd, 2016. We're looking at the western Atlantic water vapor loop. And Hurricane Matthew is still a very strong Category 4 storm with 145 mile per hour winds. It's moving north at 5 miles per hour. And the center of the storm has been split in half. We can see the right side of this storm is being imploded right now, the very beginning of a blast sequence. You can see that right there. It's just starting to pancake. They've hit this with microwave. We can see the blast pattern starting to develop right there on the last few frames. Also, there's some clockwise rotation out here. All this, the tail of this, all this moisture is spinning off to the right. Over here we have the main part of the hurricane. The eye wall is on this side. The left side, we see a lot of counterclockwise rotation. The storm has moved slightly to the west since yesterday and is now moving north. As far as which way it's going to go, I don't know for sure. It's moving north right now. I don't think they're going to run it out towards this disturbance. We have much less rotation and organization over here than we did yesterday. So I think they are going to continue to move this storm to the north. They won't move it into the Gulf of Mexico. There's a lot of people paying hurricane insurance there, and that would be a big payout. Okay, so let's look at the rainbow loop next, and we can see the eye wall of Matthew right here. And we'll see quite a bit of diminishment in this area of the storm here in the next 2 or 3 hours. Each frame on this video is a 1/2 hour snapshot. A snapshot each half hour is what I'm trying to say. Each one of these snapshots was taken at a 30-minute interval. Okay, now here's the visible light mode. We can see all the photoshopping going on both sides of this storm, and that's hiding the microwave activity. The little dimple marks that show up, they look kind of like this eye wall. That's what they look like. And then we see a crater that expands out very quickly. Looks like a crater, and it expands out, and that's the superheating taking place. But they've got this all photoshopped, so we can't see that detail tonight. All right, let's take a look at the stats here. We have Matthew right down here, which is moving north at 5 miles per hour, and the core pressure is 943 millibar. And we have 145 mile per hour winds. And here's the current path, right up towards Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, possibly North Carolina, or they could push it out into the Atlantic. I think that's what they're going to do once they get that low pressure out of the way. If we go take a look at the northwest Atlantic, we can see that this thing here is starting to move away. It's kind of moving sort of in a south southerly direction. And that will get caught up in this flow and probably move out. And that will provide some options for Matthew here. They can bring this north and maybe out into the Atlantic. We'll have to set up some high pressure between this thing here, which still, this is not as organized as it was yesterday, but we can see there's a transmitter that's built in a channel right here, which is preventing this moisture field, which is running to the northeast, from winding back into this system right there. All right, let's take a look at the pressure maps real quick. This is the sea level pressure. And we have got some low pressure indicated right here over the Gulf. And we've got that low that's moving away. We've got a low right over Nevada and Utah right here. That's bringing the barometric pressure down a little bit over Southern California. Right now, we've got 29.96 on the barometer at 9:45. Temperature is 58 degrees. We've got a relative humidity of 66%, and the dew point is 47 degrees. And we had partly cloudy skies today, mostly sunny. Some clouds from all that low pressure moving through. Now here is the 500 millibar map. We can see an area of high pressure right out here. And we have that low that's slowly moving away. This will channel that low out to the northeast. And the 300 millibar map, we can see that low moving, probably move right out along that path right there. As far as Matthew goes, they could do whatever they want. So we're just going to have to keep an eye on it. Here is the MODIS Today map for California, Oregon, and Washington. You see a lot of chemtrail haze in this map. As we go right up to the Olympic Peninsula here, we can see that there's a lot of chemtrail haze sprayed over these natural clouds. These brilliant white clouds are the natural clouds. And we see that all this chemtrail haze has been sprayed all over the place, and that is preventing the rain. Here's the California-Oregon border right here, and we see the chemtrails are all over, and that has stopped a lot of the rain potential. Now, if we go to the Doppler map, we can see that there is some rain near Lake Tahoe, which is right here. Zoom in a little bit. This map is never working right. Anyhow, we'll just leave it here. So we do see some returns up here. A little bit of rain, not much. Yeah, this thing never works right. Okay. All right. The Northeast Pacific water vapor loop we're taking a look at next, and that shows this low pressure which is moving through the area. There's a transmitter right in this area which has evaporated the associated frontal system, which should look like a crescent. It would be delivering rain right through the region. That's not happening. It ends right here, right where Tahoe is. And so Tahoe is getting some snow and some rain according to the map. All right, well, that is the report for today. We will keep an eye on Matthew right here, and we'll do another update tomorrow. They're blowing this thing apart. We'll keep an eye on that later tonight. That has definitely been targeted, and that is imploding. So we'll keep an eye on all this and do another update tomorrow.